It's Sche. It's Mimi. And you're listening to The Agenda.
The Agenda. Hey BFOs, I'm Sche.
And I'm Mimi.
And you're tuned into another episode of The Agenda where me and my sister discuss the good, bad, and in dating, careers, entrepreneurship, and everything in between.
And if you don't know, BFO stands for Best Friends Online because, of course, we want you to feel like you're just kicking it with your girls.
Period. So with that being said, make sure you follow the pod on all socials, starting with YouTube at The Agenda.
And of course, you can follow us on IG at The Agenda as well. And then you can also find me at Queen Miri, KUEENMIRI.
And me at Sche the Poetess, and that's SCHETHEPOETESS. So now that we got all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the agenda for the day.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
Long time no see, y'all.
I know. What has it been? Couple months?
Let's not talk about it.
Not that long. I feel like we done left y'all a little bit longer than we have.
Yeah, we intended. But life be lifing.
It does.
Yes. Today's episode is
Life is lifing.
It is. Life is beautiful.
Yes. So today is a special day because it is the finale of season 4. Sad.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it.
And it's not goodbye. It's see you next time.
Yeah. See you later.
Leaving. Yes. There you go. See you later. Yeah, so this episode, we're just going to recap some of our favorite moments, give y'all some life updates, what's been going on with us, and what to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Yes. So sis, you want to go ahead and start us off?
Sure. So, just a quick little season recap, if you will.
Sure.
What was your favorite moment and or episode of this season?
That is so hard.
And or
I should have watched our episodes back to refresh.
Yeah.
I will say one of the most fun, I guess, moments for me were the last episode with the Black Girl Luxury, with the games that we played.
Yeah.
With all of our dope friends. Hey y'all. Being loose and having fun.
Yeah.
And
that
was fun.
Both of the games that we played, because I think we rotated.
Yeah.
Alternated. Help us, Lord. Alternated, and it definitely brought up a great conversation and great laughs.
Yes.
Like literally, you go back and listen to those episodes, and it's like,
yeah. We was on there acting the fool. It was Insecure and all. That was the game.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about you?
So my favorite moment would probably be our live episode at Rose Bar. I just thought the vibes were unmatched. Like literally, all of our guests. It was like we were all on one accord. Down to us even being color coordinated. Like if y'all, well, not necessarily us, because we have black.
We have all black, but still.
Them, yes, like our guests being color coordinated. Like everybody, this person matched this person complimented or matched that person. Literally. It was like everybody got the memo without even having a conversation. Everybody didn't know each other. So I just thought it was really cool.
It was. Yeah, because when you have that many personalities, it flowed very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Rose Bar, they took care of us that night too.
Yeah.
Vibes.
They
Good
did.
vibes. Good
Shout
vibes.
out to Rose Bar.
Yes.
What else over the season?
This season, I'm very proud of us because we had a lot of goals. But one of the things that we wanted to do was, invite some people on with us, and I think we did that.
We did.
I'm proud of us.
We wanted to do that. Yes. Now, what we did mention that we were going to do this season that didn't come into fruition, but we're going to put it on next season's to-do list is the book club.
Yes, and going out to eat with our friends.
Yes.
So shout out to Red Look Foodie. We're definitely going to
plan that
get with her.
Yeah.
Probably next season.
Yeah. So it's good. I mean, we made some progress this season, and we have some stuff to look forward to next season.
Absolutely.
So y'all got to stay tuned.
Y'all been here watching us grow. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all.
Yes. Yes.
So,
you know what I did notice from last season? We actually had more male listeners.
Oh,
on
with analytics.
Our analytics. We had more male listeners.
Bring the stats, sis. Love that.
So yes, I did make a note of that. Like I wanted to bring that up.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder.
Shout out to all our bros.
Probably the pretty faces.
Probably, yes. That makes sense.
They always see our pretty faces, but we have some additional pretty faces.
We did. We did.
Definitely. Y'all like what y'all see. We appreciate it. I mean, y'all can tune in for the content too, but.
Right.
We appreciate it.
Yes. Which we'll get into later on in the episode with, more content coming. With
and what it'll look like.
Moving forward. So let me shut up before I start talking too much.
Yeah, I just feel like it's been a while. We're getting in the groove. Y'all are literally getting us raw.
Right. Yeah, right before this, y'all, we had to practice.
We haven't done the intro in a while because we really started doing the intro with the Black Girl Luxury series.
We did. Yeah.
Little sneak peek, or not sneak peek, behind the scenes, little secret there.
Right.
Yeah, that was our first time doing those intros.
Definitely
so
was.
if you've been watching, you know. So yeah, okay. So let's get into these life updates.
Yes.
Obviously, a lot has transpired. A lot of changes.
Lots of changes.
Yes. Who wants to go first? You want to go first?
Yeah, I want to ask you all the questions first. So yeah, let's go ahead and, I think we are almost a little bit more than a month.
Yeah, like
how many days?
Probably like 33 days.
33 days until wedding day, y'all.
Ooh,
so
y'all, I can't wait.
Y'all have been here for engagement. Y'all have been here for dating, courting, relationship, engagement, and now wedding.
Right.
So yeah.
Crazy. I told you I've been wrong with that.
Right. So let's get into your business. So how's
my business?
Yes. How's the wedding planning going?
Oh, child, very good. No, you know what? Wedding planning is good. If you've done it, there's really just. But I am proud of myself because I have managed to stay pretty stress-free. There's a lot of decisions that I made early on that kind of helped me manage my stress. Like some of those things that cause stress, I'm like, we don't have to do that. And like one thing that my fiance and I agreed on, like, this is our wedding. We're gonna do it how we want to do it. There are no rules. Like, we're gonna do what we want to do. And I feel like that has kind of helped a little bit with the stress. I will say these next 30 days are going to be a little bit of a whirlwind because all the big stuff is pretty much done, but it's a lot of little stuff that needs to be done, and little things can kind of pile up. So feeling a little overwhelmed, but nothing too crazy.
I'm proud of y'all. Yeah, because y'all, like, the engagement was in December. And so
literally the end
less than a year, like, the wedding is going to happen. So
it doesn't take, and it's funny because my mom, because I remember like being a little, I don't want to say insecure, but like, oh my gosh, like we always knew we didn't want a long engagement. Like we talked about this even before getting engaged. Like we knew we didn't want to be engaged for a year or two. We just knew that. Mm-hmm. But I remember like when it happened, I was like, okay, like, and we decided on the date. I'm like, dang, like that's like September. Like we do this. And I remember my mom saying like, girl, it don't really take that long to plan a wedding. Like, especially the type of wedding that we want. We are very much not keeping up with anybody's Joneses. We are literally doing our own thing. I've never been one of those girls that dreamed of getting married or having a wedding. Well, let me not say getting married. I've always wanted to get married, but the wedding part, all that stuff, just imagining myself walking down the aisle. It was this meme, child. I don't know if it's a video. I'm going to share it on the podcast when I find it. But it basically was like me thinking about walking down the aisle was just like cringy. Like, oh my gosh, everybody's looking at me. Right. So that's just very much me. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm excited too. I'm definitely excited to see all the planning come into fruition and also to be done planning. Yeah. Because I'm definitely at that point.
You think they gonna cry?
Absolutely. And it's funny because we actually look, shout out to M2 Media behind the camera. Yes. Of course, we'll have
wedding photographer, videographer.
We actually just talked about this last week. Like, he is gonna be crying. But before we got engaged, I remember like having this conversation with the girls. Like, and I'm like, I don't think like Bae's like, I don't think he's a crier. Child. At that proposal, I was like,
he gonna cry. Yes, y'all, because her dress, oh my gosh. I think everybody teared up when you put your dress on.
Yeah, it was literally the one.
Yeah.
And y'all, let me tell y'all, so some secrets, I can spill a little bit. Like, found the dress first try. And for me, that is great because
not the first try, the first day.
The first day. The first
place.
Yes,
first
not
day.
the first try on, but the first, I I don't know, dress shopping date. Had my girls with me, and literally I got lucky because I hate shopping. I'm very much a Fashion Nova, She and Amazon. I do not like going into the mall looking for anything.
Right.
So it really was great. I'm glad that happened for me that way. And I wish that on all the brides to be. Okay. May you find your dress swiftly.
So we got bid in at Bae Gon' Cry.
Yep.
So how about expenses? Because while we're talking about planning, and you said it doesn't take long to plan, how about the expense part?
So that's the part where I do understand why some people wait. Well, I say that, but there's a caveat to that. I do understand why, like, if you feel like you want to have the wedding of your dreams and it costs money, I know why people wait a year or two to try to save up. Weddings are expensive. Now, our wedding is more on the affordable end because of our venue and different routes we decided to go. However, we also have been very blessed. Like, our parents, our family have kind of like taken some of those expenses, like, which we are so blessed. And I know that that's not everybody's story, but we're blessed. We appreciate them, love them for that. So for us, y'all would want to fight if I told y'all how much we come out of pocket. But I will tell you, and that's kind of talking about the big stuff, where Frank and I kind of are like, ooh, child, it's like the little stuff. Alterations?
What?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Really?
Y'all, listen, brides to be, your dress may be expensive, but those alterations may cost almost as much as your dress. Well, at least half.
Really?
The price of your dress. It's just crazy. It's a racket.
Wow. Did you know that going into it? Like, when you got the dress that day, did they kind of...
I saw someone talk about that, like, in my TikTok. Like, I'm always on wedding TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. That's just my life now. And I remember seeing somebody, and I was like, oh, that won't necessarily be my story, because, you know, I knew the type of dress I wanted. I'm like, it should be fine. Child.
And your dress fit pretty good, so.
But they ordered.
Oh,
so the place that I went to, and look, without saying too much, the place that I went to, they have dresses that you try on, but maybe a lot of boutiques, but I only went to one. I don't know, maybe a lot of boutiques do this, but they order you a new dress. Like, that's the dress that they keep in the store for people to try on.
That makes sense. You don't want the dress that everybody been trying on.
But they ordered it a billion times bigger because apparently I'm a little curvy, I guess.
Just a little bit.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's just, it's just like little stuff that comes up that's like, okay, yeah, like if you've never got married before, which most people, I won't say most people, but probably most people that are getting married, it's probably your first marriage,
first time,
and your first wedding. So you don't know. It's like the little stuff that kind of adds up. Like, we're definitely probably within our budget of the bigger thing.
Right.
But the little stuff is like, I gotta pay for that. Order this off Amazon. Oh, we gotta go ahead and get this now. Let's go ahead and get that.
Right.
That's where it
gets pricey.
Yeah. And it's hard to account for that. So you might need to have like an incidental fund.
So you kind of gave us a little bit of, you know, things that you've learned, but what are some things that you learned? Not necessarily like wedding tips, but just navigating through the journey of still having, you know, still life, you know, what am I trying to say? Still going through life, but wedding planning, but still working, still maintaining a relationship. Like, what are some things that you've learned?
Ooh, so I would say, and I do think I kind of have a little bit of a unique, maybe not super unique, I'm sure there's other women out there. Because the first thing that comes to mind when you ask that is like me being the first one in my core friend group to be married. That has been a very awkward dynamic because, again, it's my first time. Like, I've never planned a wedding. Like, I don't know what to do. Friends may not always know what to do and how to support what to do. So it's just been kind of like, it's been a learning curve. Like, I definitely have to be, learn to be communicative. I think some of my closest friends, like, I feel like we've grown through this process because we've learned how to communicate and talk through things and just be like, girl, I don't know what's going on. Like, look, we're gonna do this wedding. We're excited, but we have no idea. Like, we're just doing it. So that's the first thing. Not really having like people in my core circle that I can go to and be like, what did you do for this? And what did you do for that? Which I don't recommend you doing anyway when you're getting married, because your wedding is your wedding.
Right.
So that has kind of like been something I learned, really just making my decisions for me.
Which is
and
a
just
good
being
thing.
okay, which as you should.
Yeah.
But sometimes it helps when you have like your homegirl that you can ask, and like, because even my matron of honor, which is my sister-in-law, they didn't have a wedding, so it's new to her. Like she'll ask like, right? I may ask like a question just like she'll be like, sis, I don't know.
Yeah.
So what? But this is what I think, So that was an interesting dynamic that I think I learned definitely how to communicate. And then also balancing self-care. Like planning a wedding can be stressful, but because I made up my mind to not stress certain things, I'm just like, we're not doing that. That's going to cause me stress. Being self-aware.
Okay.
It helped a lot.
And speaking of self-care, so things that you're doing or have done to keep your mental health in check.
Girl, therapy.
Amen.
Honestly, probably therapy, sis. Like, therapy, still trying to, and I don't know if I've been great at this, but still doing things like with my friends, which that's hard. I know it's been hard for me and you, transparency, obviously, because we're going to talk about your transition next. Girl. So it's been very hard for us. But like some of my friends still being able to try to do it and hang out with them, talking to them on a regular basis, not just talking about wedding stuff all the time. Like I don't think my friends know how much of a blessing it is to be able to talk about other stuff. Like, yes, girl, I want to hear all about that. Like, what happened at the gym? What happened here? Like, yeah, so shout out to my sisters for really giving me that out. And I don't know if I've told them that, but I truly appreciate, like, being able to talk about other stuff. Which I know for some brides, that's the opposite, because that's all they want to talk about. So, yeah, I know for me, I'm like, being able to kind of have, like, reality helps a lot.
That's good. So how about you and Bae? Ooh. How have y'all been during the process?
We've actually been pretty good. We had like really no complaints. Honestly, we've been pretty good. He's pretty chill. Like he's a more opinionated groom than some people. But for the most part, he's been pretty go with the flow. And yeah, it's been okay. I think this last month. I'm thinking about like the last couple of weeks. It's been a little stressful, probably more so for me. And sometimes like when my stress adds up, it's like we might argue about something stupid. Because really it's, I had a long day at work. Plus I got this and I'm thinking about, got to do this, got to order this off Amazon, got to think about this. So it's just like I said, some of that little stuff that is kind of piling up a little bit.
And it's stressful. Like, why you ain't call me right back when I called you? Even though I know
stupid.
You at work.
really stupid.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, we've been really good. Like, we, again, kept with our normal routine. Like, he's been an amazing ear. Like, when I need to vent about something, or I know, like, some grooms, like, I hear, like, I'm in, like, different bride groups. Some men just won't have an opinion at all. But sometimes I need you to have an opinion because I'm asking because I need a logical answer. Like, do we need this? Is this a big deal? Like, no, we don't need to worry about that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So he's been really good at just being a support for me and all of my emotions when they do come up. But yeah, we've been good. Like, really kind of like, again, every conversation is not about wedding. Like, we watch TV, we hang out, we go to the movies, we're doing this, we're doing that. So
now this question I didn't put on here, but I just thought about it. So it's September 29th. And you're walking down the aisle and you see your family, you see your friends, you see your fiance, you see all these people here supporting this union. What is Mimi saying to herself as she's walking down the aisle?
Girl, don't make me get emotional. I mean, really, thank you, Lord. Like, oh my gosh. And this is without getting too emotional, but just like transparent. I guess this episode is about life updates, transparency. Yes. It's actually funny because I've never said this on the pod, but y'all been here for the journey. But I met Frank at a time where, and even though we had like we didn't go straight through when we met, but when I met him and God brought him to my life, it was at a time where I think I've shared, like, I've had fibroids. Like, we've had a conversation about that, I think. But if not, I had a fibroid surgery at 25. And I just remember during that time, like, I wasn't dating anybody. I remember, like, I don't even know if I told you, like, sis, boohoo crying. Like, because I just, you know, I'm like, bruh, I don't have any prospects. Like, this is scary. Like, I got to sit up here and have surgery on my uterus. I don't have no kids. Like, this is scary. And I just literally, like, I think I can remember the moment driving home from that doctor's appointment because during COVID, I couldn't bring nobody with me. I'm, like, bawling. My mom was trying to calm me down or telling me to pull over. And again, like, most of the crying was, you know, I figured everything would be okay as far as the surgery. But I'm just like, man, like, because reality, it's reality. Like, we always talk about the clock ticking. You know, I was young. I didn't feel like the clock was ticking, but I felt like that sped my clock up because now I'm like, you know, my mom struggled with that. Like, she had a hysterectomy at a little bit of an earlier age. So I'm like, man, but she had 3 kids by the time she had hers. Like, Lord, please. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I need an ETA. Like, what's going on? And I literally think about it, and this is something I've been obviously, you know, wedding emotions that I haven't thought about as much as I have now as we're preparing to get married. Like, I literally met him, that was March. I had the surgery in June. I met him July 4th.
Wow.
So I know you about to say,
listen, I had to stop myself.
But yeah, like, so just really just all glory to God. And I think about, like, certain things in our relationship, you know, no matter, you know, because relationships are hard. Like, I don't care how discouraged I get, how big of an attitude I get. You know, I am, especially these days, like, I'm reminded that God gave me this man. Like, and then certain aspects of our relationship that he knew that I needed. Like, there were certain things that we can unwrap another day that we did in our relationship that were unorthodox, but God knew I needed. God knew that I needed to know that this man loved me for me. Period.
Now, you said unwrap another day, but tell the people, like, tell them the journey.
I'm gonna tell them another time.
Another time?
After we're married, that's a whole, like, you know, we may talk about it. That may be something that we want to share together. But yeah, y'all stay tuned. Now y'all gonna really be trying to come to look, making sure y'all see next season what she gonna, But yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, sis. Listen, if y'all have questions, if you're engaged, if you just
I've learned. I feel like I can write a book.
Yeah, holla at Mimi. Well, we're not finished, but we are gonna take us just a little short break and then come back. Stay tuned.
All right, welcome back, y'all. So we just finished with getting all up and through my business.
Yes.
And now it's our favorite co-host, Sche the Poetess. It's your turn. I'm
so excited.
Okay, so let's get into it. How has your pregnancy journey been?
Y'all, when I say journey, highs, lows, like everything, I don't know. It's been super emotional. And I've just had some experiences that I've asked myself, like, I don't remember going through this in my 20s. I don't remember going through this with my last 2. So it's just been an eye-opening experience for me. And I've just grown such an appreciation for women and woman's body and strength. Because I don't know if I was just young, wild, and free in my 20s and I was just having them babies. And not really, like, realizing the magnitude of what you're actually going through and what your body is doing and how it just affects everything. So it's been a journey. I found out I was pregnant very early on. I think, y'all, when we started this season, I think I was pregnant already.
Not quite.
Y'all didn't know.
Not quite.
Well, I was
by the live episode for sure.
The second episode, I was absolutely pregnant.
Yes, but the first one, not quite.
Yeah.
I can tell you why after. Okay. No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh yeah, I remember why.
Because that is literally
Right. You're right. Yeah. Shortly thereafter, I was pregnant. So I found out very early on, and those symptoms hit. Like, I didn't necessarily have the throwing up, but being nauseated and not being able to throw up, but just being nauseated, not being able to ride in the car. Y'all, I couldn't ride in nobody's car. I couldn't, like, if I was going somewhere, I had to drive, but it would still make me nauseous, like that motion
sickness.
Yes, and then I just had like an out-of-body experience. Like, I knew what was like happening, like I knew how I was talking, but I could not control it. I was so mean, y'all, and I was so mean to my partner. I was very mean. Like, everything just aggravated me. I was just, my patience was just like, and I would tell myself like, okay, you being mean, like you need, and I just could not reel it in. So that was definitely like a different experience for me. I remember with my daughter, I had to throwing up for a little bit. With my son, pregnancy was perfect.
Oh my God.
This baby, just my emotions have just been like all over the place. So yeah, so we started with that. And then I found out, which is so crazy because we actually talked about, Mimi just talked about her experience, but I found out that I had fibroids, had no idea, but found them with the baby. So I'm like, okay, so I got all this other stuff going on in my uterus and I'm pregnant, and my fibroids started growing, and they went through this process called degeneration, which is where the blood, because you have excess blood flow in your body when you're pregnant, so it made them grow and swell and like made me start having contractions, y'all. And when I tell you there's nothing that the people can do for you, like absolutely nothing. It's not really that many pain options that you have. For me anyway, that early in like my second trimester, they don't want to give you too much. So when I say I had to just tough it out, y'all.
And you did, y'all, indeed. And mind you, still has 2 other humans that she had to care for.
That was such, like, I just felt so helpless. Like, my family, my daughter.
Aww.
I said I wasn't gonna cry. Yeah. I said I was gonna cry.
Yeah, she did. She actually did.
Oh my goodness. But my daughter, my son, my partner, like, when you're like unable to care for yourself, it's like, I don't know, it's a hard position to be in. And when no one can really empathize, well, people can empathize, but when you don't really know exactly how bad something is, it's hard to express, exactly how much pain you're in. So, me like trying to be strong and not break down in front of my kids and just still go through what I was going through, it weighed so much on my mental, y'all, that it's been a process. It's been a journey. But I had people in my corner that, supported me, and I'm so thankful, because there's no way I would have been able to get through that. Like, just not even being able to get out to bed, like, y'all, just being in the room all day. I don't know, and just still trying to be strong. And it went in waves. So it would be like a week of, me just being unable to do anything. And then I would have a couple days where I'm good. So then I would try to do as much as I could in those days where, I wasn't having as much pain, but then that was a bad idea because then it come back worse. So, I just had to learn how to just sit back and relax and just not be, trying to do too much, which is so hard for me. So, but I mean, my support group was so strong, like in the house, and I don't think they understand, exactly how much they helped me get through that process, because I wouldn't have been able to get through it without them. So thank you, my sister over here and her family. Like, y'all, just, you don't really know. Like, people say, if you want to see who's in your corner, have a baby, open a business, get married. If you want to see who's truly in your corner, and that could not prove like any more real than it is, because it's a journey, y'all. So that was literally my whole second trimester of me just going through the physical pain, and then just the mental, y'all. It's mentally tiring, especially when you go to the hospital and, you know, people there, they laugh and they're making jokes. Like, you know, I just really felt, and they was like so frustrated, like to the point of wanting to like snap on these people, because the insensitivity and the experience that I've had, you know, with certain places, like it's just like they don't really, you just another body, you know what I mean? So I just didn't feel like support from the doctors, from the hospital. Like it was just a mess. So mentally, you know, trying to cope with that has been a lot. So I switched doctor's offices, y'all, and things are good now. And I'm now in my third trimester, going on.
Ooh, God, it's so good.
Going on 32 weeks, and I feel like that's all behind us. You know, they said that usually when that happens with your fibroids, it's just a one-time process where they do that, and then they decalcify or they die or they shrink or whatever. So thankfully, you know, they're not growing. Went through that process. And I'm just like, I'm counting down. Got 7 weeks to go.
Woo!
So yes, and I feel like the last trimester will probably be the best for me. I feel so good. Like I feel like myself.
And she looked good, y'all. Which look, we're gonna get into that in a minute.
Yes.
You look good, sis.
So,
like for real.
Thank you, sis.
It has looked good the entire pregnancy. We're gonna get into that. But before we kind of move on, like, what advice, and it's the irony is that at that live episode, we talked about the plight of Black women in healthcare. Mm-hmm. What advice do you have? I mean, I know like you were kind of out of it in that moment, but like when that's happening, like there's for the Black woman that's out there that's pregnant and maybe hasn't had this experience, but if they're in the hospital, like what advice do you have for like self-advocation and like, you know, not taking just for an answer?
So one thing that my partner helped me to see is that I take pain very well, and for that reason people might not really think that you really are in pain. And so it got to the point to where, you know, he had to say like, no, you need to tell them, you know, exactly what's going. If they ask you what's your pain, tell them a 10. Like, you know, don't try to hold back your tears. Don't try to let them know so that they can understand like what you're going through. So I would say like, if you're somebody like me that, I wouldn't say I have a problem with self-advocating, but I'm very internal. Like I internalize a lot of stuff, and I feel like I try to handle stuff on my own. Have somebody in your corner that will push you out of that will speak up for you to say, you know, no, she's not doing well, or somebody that will encourage you to be honest with how you're feeling, y'all. Because I honestly went through feeling like, no, I don't want to keep my baby, because if I'm gonna have to go through this and there's nothing y'all can do, I don't want to be pregnant, you know. And so those were all conversations that I had to have with the doctors, and just, you know, I feel like be honest with how you're feeling, regardless of how, you know, if it might make you feel like you're being weak or you're being extra or whatever, forget that, and just be honest with your feelings and let them know, because they're not gonna be able to read your mind. So you just have to tell them, and you have to be adamant with how you're feeling. Like, nope, pain still out of 10. 10. Yep. 10, nope, it's not getting better. Like, yeah.
And shout out to Bay, y'all. Like, shout out. Like, what I heard was, y'all, choose wisely. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, choose wisely, because it's crazy out here. They do not, and they don't care about Black women in these hospitals, in these doctors' office. They don't care.
Yeah, and they're also not used to seeing, you know, we're not married, and they're not used to seeing, I guess, you know,
which is crazy.
a male presence be, you know, so concerned and so involved. And so, you know, even with the way they kind of just disregarded the fact that he was in the room, you know, at times is like, I don't get it. So, but yeah, that's been.
Yeah. Shout out to Bay.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Look, from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How have you? This might be a loaded question. How have you managed your mental health through all of this? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna say God. I just started back going to therapy, but up until I could get to the point of getting back in therapy, because I've been in therapy before, but up until the point of getting back, like literally praying, church, devotional, watching my YouTube pastors,
so listen,
you know, on top of, you know, going to physical church, but just hearing different perspectives and just wisdom, you know, just getting wisdom, I think has kept my sanity. I have a different level of peace, and it's because of my relationship with God and my faith, that when a lot of stuff comes up, I really I just know it's all gonna work out. So God and therapy.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's the one right there.
That's really it. Because I haven't been able to work out, y'all. Appetite be up and down. You know what I mean? Like, so food is not even like a comfort. But, don't have that outlet. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay. So as we were discussing just a minute ago, how have you managed to just stay so fine, y'all? Like, I know y'all see her on the gram. Like, because I just posted a picture not too long ago. I know y'all been seeing her. Just fine, y'all. Like, and not just the superficial. Like, so let me ask both parts of the question. How have you managed to stay so fine, but also confident? Because I hear, like, I've never been pregnant, but like I hear a lot of women who it's hard to keep your confidence because, I mean, you're growing a baby, which is amazing, but it's hard for some women not to feel like, oh, I'm carrying all this weight, you know? Mm-hmm. And that messes with a lot of people's self-esteem. So how have you managed to stay so fine? You need the beauty streakers and also so confident.
Y'all, so one thing, and I don't know if this has come with age, but I love getting wisdom. So I watch people on YouTube that have gone through the process, like their self-care. I get product tips, nutrition tips from people that have done it. So I would say, you know, look for advice for somebody that's where you want to be, because get wisdom. Like, there's so much that I didn't know that I know now that I'm preparing for. But that's it. So as far as like physically, the body, I haven't worked out.
Look, God is good. That's all.
That's it. Like, I haven't, you know, and people are like, now this is where the baby starts putting on weight and starts gaining
so
I'm just trying to be cool about it, because I don't want to speak too soon, and then boom, I get that nose in a couple weeks.
Not the nose, y'all.
And I done did all that, but that's it. I mean, I just really been taking care of myself. Like,
that's good.
Shower time, that is my time. At night, I don't care how late it is.
I
don't care what's going on. Like, I got me a whole shower routine, self-care, like everything. Like, my products, all of that. That's not negotiable for me.
Period. So y'all hear that? Yep.
And then I've also been consistent with still like getting my nails done, still getting my toes done, like still keeping, probably TMI, but like my wax appointments, just still doing all the things that you were doing before, because that stuff makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't stop doing the things that you love just because you're pregnant. Like, I'm still like, I'm a girl's girl. Like, I love it. I love getting my nails done.
That's gonna be a clip.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's the key right there to confidence. Because you just like exude just, and then even now, like even more so, y'all hearing her story, for her to still like come out and like, as I remember seeing like when you walked in my bridal shower, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh. Like for her to not look like what she's been through, y'all. And I feel like the smile is genuine too. Like it's genuine, like, because God has really kept you. Because really only you know. Like, even, like, as close as I am, like, nobody knows. Probably May is the closest person to you, but nobody really knows.
And I know we keep, but it's okay. We could just keep talking about baby. Also having the person that you're sharing this experience with make you feel, and not make you feel, but remind you of, you know, oh, you look beautiful, or just to be like embrace you or embrace your stomach, or just little things like that helps too, because I've been in a situation where, you know, you get ignored pretty much, where, you know, the person is not there, person's stepping out, like, you know, I think there's some women that have experienced that, like, you know, infidelity while you're going through this process, and just, you know, just having somebody that helps you with that piece during that time, and that being the person that, you know, you're sharing this with. So
shout out to babe.
Y'all listen.
Because for real, that is a true blessing. Yeah. And I hope, ladies, if you're listening and you're dating, like, let this be, y'all been growing with us, so we're by no means experts at all. But like, one of the common grounds, like, find you a man that supports you. Yeah. Like, through it all. Like,
and I think like we could do a dating episode, but we've been in situations and relationships where, you know, it was like, okay, well, this is different this time, but all of this over here is still bad. Well, this is, so then, you know, you settle in that relationship, you're like, okay, well, it's good because it's better than the last. But when you find your person, it's like the confirmation that you need will always be there. And not saying that stuff is perfect, because no relationship is perfect, but the problems that you have won't be problems that fall under your deal breakers. It'll be different type of communication and learning how to
that's everybody.
Yeah.
Every relationship.
Stuff like that. But it won't be things that fall underneath, like you having to compromise who you are and compromise your values and things like that. So
that's the one.
Yeah.
That is the one right there. Being able to truly be who you are. Like, and not like, and it's so funny because I feel like, I don't know about you, that's something that you hear a lot and it's thrown around, and it's just like, yeah, like, and you may be watching, it's like, I'm always myself when I'm dating. But like, no, like, truly, like, if Frank was here right now, he would tell you how weird I am. Like, I mean, my friends know too. Yeah.
And corny.
Like, I am goofy, I'm weird, I'm quirky, like, especially like when I'm just like comfortable and I'm just being myself.
Yes, y'all.
That's just me. So like, truly, like, being able to be all of you, like, not just a version of you where it's like, this is who I'm gonna be for this person. Like, truly being able to be you and how you've always been, like, the essence of you. Got that from my girl.
Yeah.
The poetess. But yeah, like, truly being able to be that with somebody is top tier. Unmatched.
It is. Yes.
So look, shout out to them.
Yes.
But, and it's funny because they're actually best friends. So,
yeah. Hilarious, right?
There's that, birds of a feather flock together.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay. One last question. How have your babies, and I always call them babies because my niece and nephew will always be my babies. They real grown. Yeah. Like,
both of them almost call it. Well, Elijah,
he opened the door for me, and he's literally like, I was late, so I couldn't really react. He's about taller than me. Yeah. And y'all, I have videos from like picking them up from school, like very little. Their voices. Oh my gosh.
And like, baby girl started her lock journey. Did you see her?
I did. Yeah. But, I didn't see her yet, but I'm gonna go. I just saw her walk.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, so like, shout out to them. But how are they responding to the new baby? Because I know that can be, you know, like some people are ready. Well, some kids are ready to be big sister, big brother, and some are just like, no.
Y'all, so we were kind of trifling actually, because
not trifling.
The babies found out. Now, they found out before the internet found out, but they found out the same day. So they didn't have any inside information. So initially, and my daughter's always been like, one little sister, blah, blah, blah.
Of course, the girls.
Right. She's wanted whatever. And so when we told them, of course she was excited. Like, yes, new sibling. My son,
Uh-oh. Look, that's the one right there.
Homeboy bust out. He was crying. He was so upset. Like, he was upset, and his reasoning was that he just thought that it was just always gonna be him and his sister, y'all. Like, they're teen and preteen, so just let that marinate in your spirit. Like, teen and preteen. So he just thought it was always gonna be them. But now, both of them are super excited. Like,
that was such a shock to me. I was
like, I wasn't expecting that.
And Big is so like I've had, nieces and nephews, and he's been around for them being born, and he's always been so like I have pictures of him holding my neck. Like, he loves, especially like baby Evan. He loved him. So I think it's like how some people get the baby fever for the ones they can give back.
Right.
Like, he hold the babies.
Right.
But at home, he the baby.
He's the baby.
Period.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good. So they came around.
Yeah, they came around. So now they're excited, and yeah. So,
they ready to be helpers?
Yes.
Look, they need some tutorials on diaper change.
Yes, listen. Jada says she's skipping that part.
Oh, did she say that?
Yeah, she said she's skipping the diapers. Elijah can change the diapers. She's skipping that part.
Period. Period. Listen.
But yeah, they are excited. Like, we are all excited, y'all. I don't think
y'all ready. I know at this point.
Yes. Like, I just think like, wow, it's really gonna be a baby in here. Like, that is so strange. My youngest is 11, y'all.
Yeah.
So it's very weird. I read a post that was like, okay, if y'all want to be 40 and dropping kids off to kindergarten, then y'all go ahead. And I'm like, that's gonna be me.
Listen, I'm just happy. I'll be right with you, sis. Look, Lord willing. I'm just happy because I don't know who my baby. Well, I have my godson, but even he getting a little older.
Oh, so yeah,
a little older. So
yes.
I'm grateful.
Honeymoon, y'all need to go ahead and so
listen,
that they can be close.
Y'all be in prayer, cause
so they can be close.
Y'all be in prayer for that seed to be sown.
Yes.
But okay, all right.
Okay. So what? Y'all know? You know what?
What?
We playing a game, right? We gonna play the game?
We do. So I'll talk about the game. So we're gonna play a game. Mm-hmm. But I think what's cute about this game is that it's full circle.
Yes.
So for our true day ones, I don't know who our day ones are. Shout out to M2 Media. M2 Media is definitely our day one. Like, y'all know. He's definitely literally our day one.
Our very first photo shoot.
Yeah. So we did. And I think that was like a promo too for the podcast when we started in 2020.
It was.
We played a game.
Y'all, we still using them same pictures. We dead wrong.
Y'all. But again, shout out to M2 Media because he made sure that they're timeless. Yes. That's how we gonna do that.
Longevity in the pictures.
Timeless. But yeah, we did wrong. We do need another photo shoot.
Right, because that wig I had. Y'all listen. Anyway, let me not get off topic. Go ahead.
Look, I'm sick of them pictures, but that's what we got. So, anywho. All right, so we played a game of who is more likely, or who's most likely to? Who's more likely to? Which, the irony, so we did that in 2020, and then I think last year, like, that was like a trend on TikTok, which you don't watch.
Trendsetters.
Yeah, obviously, the agenda, we set the trend. So we were doing that before TikTok was born. I just wanted to put that in. So yeah, we're going to play a game of who is more likely to.
Yes.
All right, you want to start?
Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to pick random ones. Who's most likely to cancel plans at the last minute?
Wait, I don't have my little board. Sorry, y'all.
You ready?
No.
Oops. Uh-oh.
She ain't ready either. Y'all bear with us. This is a very,
all right.
This is a real episode.
Yeah.
Real.
All right.
Okay.
So we write our names. Who's most likely to cancel plans at the last minute? So like if it's you, are you writing me or you write your name? We don't write the names. So people don't get confused because some people might not know who Sche is and who Mimi is.
You know what?
All right. Most likely to cancel plans, y'all.
You know what?
She doing.
Ready?
You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So I put Sche, but then I put me in parentheses because I'm not really trying to kiss on you last minute, but I get very, 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 very excited when plans are canceled. Like, it makes my day. You can cancel on me as long as I haven't left the house yet, which probably haven't.
Right.
You can cancel on me. I don't care if I have a full face of makeup on. If you can't make it, sis, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's definitely okay.
It's okay. So, yeah, I just put me in a little parentheses. Look, honorable mention.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's definitely you out there.
I don't even have nothing to say, y'all. If you know, you know.
You can't even say you're working on it at this point.
If you know, you know.
Crying. Okay. Crying. Okay. Who is most likely to get distracted and burn food on the stove? Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I want to see yours.
2, 3.
Because why I feel like she said this. You wrote that with me in mind.
Y'all,
Look, why you put slash? You put both of us?
Yes, because I've done it plenty of times. But no, I thought that was just funny because this girl just get distracted.
I do.
So
I really do. I get to talking. I sit down.
Yeah.
And watch some. My favorite thing, and like if Bae's watching this, my favorite thing to do is start boiling some water and sit down.
Y'all. So you be burning the boiled water like who burned?
I be like, oh my Lord, the water ain't even in there no more. It's evaporated.
The pot smoke.
And don't let me be on the phone.
Y'all. Yes. I said me too because I don't even know, but I know I've done it.
At least you have an excuse.
My babies be
you a mama.
Talking
Look,
about the food Cajun, talking about the Cajun
blackened,
Cajun special.
Blackened everything.
Yes, yes. Okay. Let's see. Who is most likely to run a marathon? You ready? 1, 2, 3.
I didn't put your.
It's okay. Sis, when we used to work out together, hated the treadmill.
Baby, and still do.
Oh, hates running.
And do. I'm not running. I always say, like, I'm not running anywhere unless somebody's chasing me. Stairmaster can get it though. The Stairmaster, the elliptical has been my girl lately. The bike is my girl. But that running, it's just something about it that just don't sit right with me.
I love it. I don't know if I still love it. We don't find
it.
out.
It don't sit right. I do want to start doing sprints.
Oh no.
I prefer sprints, but just running, just to be running.
Speaking of, shout out to Shakira. Who? Shakira.
Oh, is that Shakari?
Shakari. I'm sorry.
I was like, who?
Shakari?
I thought you were saying Shakira.
It's Shakari?
I think it's Shakari. Y'all tell us, is it Shakari or Shakari? I think it's Shakari Richardson.
But shout
out to her. She like to run
in the world.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is funny. Who is most likely to make new friends on a night out?
Child. I want to know what y'all think. I wish we would have.
I know.
Like, interactive. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
It is definitely
yes. Even though, okay, so Mimi is nice, but she's still not nice out.
It depends.
Yeah.
If I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. Like, at all.
I'm definitely just, I don't know.
Yeah, you just
been
not
out
with
in a
it.
long time.
Yeah. I will say we had this meme. I sent you this meme.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Back in our single days.
Which is funny because, yeah, that's a funny story.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But Frank knew about that, though. I mean, because look.
That person actually is like, manages that place. And that's why they were like in there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, or a promoter or something.
That is hilarious. But either way. But no, we used to, I feel like.
Sorry, y'all. We just talk about stuff.
I sent her a meme that, like, I think it was when it was like two girls. They was at the bar like recording, and I guess these dudes brought them drinks, and the meme was like, when the dudes that brought you drinks won't go away because they was like, buy a big, and then here he come in the shop. And they just looking like...
Yes, real life story, y'all.
Like, I feel like that would always happen to us. Like, we could never just get the drinks. But see, we learned to, like, after we got them drinks, sis, you got to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Let's get away from there. We be on the whole other side of the room. I know we wrong, but...
We got so many stories.
We wrong.
Of we'll be back and trying to escape. Because you know what I just thought about? I just thought about breath.
I don't remember.
Remember breath?
That was hilarious.
All right, come on, let's keep.
Yeah, we was outside. There was a period of time that we were outside. We enjoyed it. It was a good time. Nothing too ratchet, but we just was outside. We was on the scene.
I think we were preparing for our next season, which was
honestly
inside.
We were. And COVID sat us down.
Yeah,
because we was outside.
Yeah,
having a good time.
Yeah. Who knows where we would have been if we could have been outside.
Lord, okay. It was your turn.
Good time. Okay. Who is most likely to cry for no reason?
Girl, don't look at me. I seen you, first of all.
I don't know. I really, for no reason. Cry? Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Really? You cannot be crying for no reason.
I do. I cry
now.
Everything.
Yeah, now.
You cry though? I know.
In private.
Yeah.
I'm not a public. I'm not a big. Although sisters tried to get me though, so don't quote me. But I'm not a great public crier, which is why people always ask me, am I gonna cry at the wedding? And I really genuinely don't know because I'm not a public crier. But if Bay watching this, they're gonna be like, I'd be crying.
A lot. Yes.
Not a lot, but like sometimes like my emotions, full transparency, I am a terrible PMSer. So around that time, like anything goes. Yeah.
And maybe that's yeah. So I think that's like what you thinking, like just the emotional. Like super emotional. Cause I'm like emotional now, but like I like movies and stuff like that. Like I cry.
Me too. That's so funny. That's one of the questions. I'm not gonna ask it, but yeah, that's one of the questions I came up with was who's more likely to cry during a movie.
Oh, I cry.
But I've never seen you cry during the movie. I guess I don't know you that well.
Cause maybe we ain't been to sad movies together.
I'm trying to think. Have I seen you cry? I'm lying. I feel like I have. Be over there. But I definitely be crying.
Oh yeah, I cry.
Shows, TV shows,
everything. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, babe. When something sad happen, he be looking at me because you know I be about to cry.
Look,
I be like, leave me alone, bruh. Why is you looking at me?
Look, all right, because you know.
We want to do a couple more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think how many. Oh, this is a fun one. It's my turn.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's gonna be me because she laughing too hard, snorting and stuff.
You don't know why I'm laughing.
Okay.
Okay. Who's most likely to call in sick and never come back?
Man, she's so trash.
Try to get my dash right.
You ready?
Y'all ready?
Y'all.
Look at me.
True story. Never went back. Never planned on going back.
Sis, listen, but it really wasn't on the lunch break. But I wouldn't put it past you though. Absolutely.
Never.
Yeah, I'm going out to lunch.
Never planned on going back ever, and I don't regret it.
Calling in sick.
And then sending in your 2-week notice. Y'all, that's a shame.
Literally.
Listen, F them jobs.
Period. Just kidding. I love mine. I do though. I actually do.
That's good.
Yes.
That's really good. Happy for you. Okay, last one.
I know. I feel like we've done them all. There's one.
Okay.
Oh no, it's 2.
It's 2,
So
but
1 and 8.
yeah, we're just gonna do 1.
1 and 8. Which one? Oh, 1.
Oh, that one will be. We do this one because I don't know. Who's most likely to spend their last on food? Greedy.
I feel attacked.
Y'all ready?
But
1,
yeah.
2, 3.
Mo, you don't know. y'all gotta see Mo behind the camera tomorrow.
Listen, y'all. This lady, when it comes to food, like, please don't play with her food. Don't play with her food.
Please don't. Please don't. I've been like that for a long time.
Oh my goodness.
For a mighty long time.
Y'all, we can be like, she can be hungry, and we can be having the best time, like on our way, like to the vibe. But if she is hungry, that's all you hear.
No, nobody's having a good time. When I'm hungry,
when we eating,
we're not having a good time. No one's having a great time.
Yeah.
So
feed this lady.
Bring snacks.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
typically always have snacks.
You do.
I ate before I came here.
And you need them.
Because that's why I'm late.
You're always hungry.
I definitely had to eat, especially after the gym. Have to eat.
You been working out since?
Yeah, shout out to the gym.
Yeah.
Shout out to me. I'm proud of myself.
My
goal has been, first of all, y'all not finna catch me looking a mess in this dress.
I'm a little salty.
Although the dress is gonna get whatever body I give it. It's not where I want to be.
And it's gonna give body. It's gonna give body.
It's gonna get a body. But I have been really probably more so. That probably has also contributed to me not stressing out.
I ain't gonna lie.
Determined.
I am not feeling nobody that's working out in the gym because I don't like it.
I had to unbig my back though.
I'm jealous.
My back started to get a little big.
Yeah, we don't.
No,
want
like
that.
for real.
We don't want that. Y'all, I'm just trying to, you know, on the lighter side of pregnancy, y'all. I'm just trying to see what body to post.
It's gonna give.
It's gonna give.
It's gonna give. It will. I mean, you was fine before you got pregnant. It's gonna give.
Y'all.
And you know what to do. Oh, speaking of, you know what? Tell the people what your new diet is.
Oh, I didn't talk about that.
No.
Okay, so let me just go through that real quick, right? Y'all, this baby has only wanted soul food.
Seriously?
Food and
oh my
spicy
god.
stuff. So I was trying to stick with my vegan diet and
No, she wasn't.
my non-dairy, y'all, but I had to go ahead. At first I started back, I was just eating chicken. Then I started everything, but my body does not like dairy. I know that for a fact. My body does not like red meat. My body does not like pork at all. Like every time I try it, sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
But this baby be wanting ribs and macaroni and cheese.
You done ate some ribs, sis?
I didn't
This
eat
is
ribs.
news to me.
Listen, I didn't eat ribs. I didn't eat
This
everything.
is news.
I've eaten everything, but I've stopped. So now that we're getting closer to delivery time, I'm not touching dairy. I'm not doing that. Cause I just can't. And I don't want to eat like that, like post baby. I really don't want to eat like that. So I'm weaning myself. And it's not really weaning because I was doing it before. I think the hardest thing to stop is going to be chicken. And I don't quite know if
You gonna do it?
I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet. But I'm absolutely not on the red meat, not on the dairy, not on the pork. Yeah, no, it's a no. So
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Yeah.
After this wedding, and the only reason why I won't do it before the wedding is because I really want to do it right. Like I'm 100% eating chicken. That's what I'm talking about. Chicken is being eaten after the wedding.
Be chickening.
I'm sorry. Chicken and turkey. I will never eat dairy again. Just because my body has never, like, as long as I've lived, my body has never liked dairy. So, and then there's just too many alternatives. Like, I love a good vegan mac and cheese. My grandma busts down on a vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So I'm good. Like, I'm good with that. But that chicken, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. I am sick
of fish.
I'm sick of, and I don't care. This is controversial. Because, this is not to say, I feel like my diet is still gonna be balanced, but it is hard, like, as far as fitness, and we talked about this, like, we've talked about this offline, like, as far as meal prepping and to be fit and to lose weight, like, a lot of people don't realize you have to eat to lose weight, and you gotta eat a lot of protein.
Yeah.
And I don't care, it's hard. Yes, there's protein in everything. But the kind of protein I be needing to drop some of this weight, it's not given with the beans.
There's only so many beans you can eat.
And beans, I have to cook my beans in a pressure cooker because my body don't really like beans for real. It doesn't digest. I'm like, for real, it just doesn't digest well. And there's people that legumes just don't, and that's me. So yeah, chicken will be eating promptly after we return from our honeymoon because I ain't gonna do it on the honeymoon because I know my stomach is gonna be.
The chicken definitely gives. It's so much you can make with chicken.
Yeah, and just think about meal preps. And the other thing too, because I know the vegans, they're gonna come for me, and that's okay because your prerogative. Another thing is you really gotta have a lot of time on your hands to be vegan. I don't care what nobody say. You do. Like even now for me, another thing, y'all pray for me. I've been dealing with acid reflux. So one of my go-tos used to be like chili, because then that's another way to eat beans where it's kind of like you can disguise it. Or you could get like the protein noodles and make a little pasta. I can't even do that no more. I'm like, you know what? Between this acid reflux, limiting what I can eat, and it's enough for me.
Yeah.
Chicken, can't wait. I'll make sure to share with the agenda my first plate of chicken.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
Don't have Chinese food like me.
Sis, that was so ignorant. Please tell the people what you did.
Oh my God.
See, meanwhile, I'm on YouTube. How to add chicken back to your diet. What should you do?
And then what did I have? P.F. Chang? I didn't even have real Chinese food.
That ain't even what you had. Not P.F. Chang.
Was it Perry's?
No.
What I had?
Panda Express.
Oh, that's what it was.
Panda
and
Express.
Who
even eats? No shade. No. Who even eat Panda?
I don't know.
I'm just playing. My man eat Panda, but Panda is not good.
Don't do that.
I don't like it.
I bust down some Perry's though.
I don't even know who that is.
It's a Chinese place in the mall. Perry's.
Well, you probably was better off having that rather than the Panda Express.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a setup.
Come on, let's wrap up because
we'll never. We just missed y'all.
Yeah, we just went on a whole tangent of food, but
anywho, so let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yes.
So BFOs, this is our season finale. We will be going on a bit of a hiatus for obvious reasons.
Yes. A bit of a hiatus.
Yes. Maternity leave. There's no such thing as a matrimony leave, but I'm gonna make it a thing. Yes, like we just need time to adjust to our new lives, like
dynamics.
Really, new dynamics, new lives, and so we're gonna have a little bit of a hiatus as far as episodes go.
Yeah, but we'll still be connected and engaging with you all on social media and keeping you updated with wedding vibes and day of stuff. I definitely want to do like a little vlog on.
We need to do better with definitely, y'all, it's hard out here, but maybe even if it's just, be patient with us. Even if it's just us sharing pictures that we would normally share with, I know my page is private, on our personal page, just updating y'all. Maybe y'all get some honeymoon pics.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely gonna get these baby shower pics.
Oh, y'all.
Definitely.
I hope y'all ain't hear that. I just burnt. Y'all listen.
I didn't. I actually didn't hear it.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's okay. We forgive you. Pregnant women are able to do anything.
I'm embarrassed. I hope y'all
it's okay.
Hear
No, sis, it's fine.
You hear it? Okay.
It's just the baby. I didn't even hear it though, honestly. It's just the baby.
It just came up. But
you understand, right, BFO? We get it.
So we'll stay engaged with y'all on social media. So again, follow us, subscribe, like, comment, share. Yes. We're on YouTube. Watch all our old episodes. Rewatch this season over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, because it's going to be a while until you get another episode.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
2024? Is that what we're going for? 2024?
24. Okay, 24.
Oh yeah, and then stay tuned because we got a surprise for y'all
at the end
of the episode. So,
all right, BFOs. Until next time.
Guys, I'm Sche.
And I'm Mimi.
And you've been tuned into the agenda.
Bye, guys.